struggling to grow your arms no matter how hard you train, the missing piece might be your biceps. For a lot of people, having big biceps is the pinnacle of gym training, and I'm no different. However, my arm growth only started significantly increasing after I started regularly implementing the exercises in this video. For years, I was trying my hardest to increase the size of my arms, but the unfortunate truth was that I consistently did the wrong exercises, or the wrong technique, which left me with my goal always out of reach. It wasn't until I found exercises that specifically targeted every single muscle in the biceps that I started to make some steady progress. The biceps are broken down into two major heads, the long head and the short head. Very easy to remember. But the muscle groups that are commonly forgotten about are the brachialis and the coracobrachialis. And if you don't know the difference, here's a quick breakdown. The long head runs along the outside of the arm and helps with elbow flexion, forearm supination, and shoulder stability. And it's the main contributor to the biceps peak. The short head sits on the inner arm and assists elbow flexion and shoulder flexion, key for bicep thickness and fullness. The brachialis is a deep muscle underneath the biceps that flexes the elbow regardless of grip, and it's a major driver of overall arm size. The coracobrachialis is a small shoulder muscle that helps flex and adduct the arm, stabilizing the shoulder during curls and presses. So with that in mind, here are my top 2 go-to exercises that cover all 4 muscles and will finally get your arms growing. The first exercise, and my personal favorite, is the single arm preacher curl. I'm doing these single arm on the seated preacher machine, the one that you can load plates onto. It locks you in, removes momentum, and makes the biceps do all the work. But here's what matters most: your form. A really common mistake is letting the shoulder roll forward or lifting the upper arm off the pad. As soon as that happens, tension comes off the biceps and the exercise loses its purpose. Keep your upper arm glued to the pad for your entire set. Another cue that really makes a huge difference is driving your pinky up when you curl. That slight rotation helps you fully supinate the forearm, which is one of the main jobs of the biceps, and it increases short head activation and peak contraction at the top. Now, the most important part of this movement is the eccentric. Don't just let the weight drop. Lower it slowly and under control, really resisting the stretch at the bottom. That loaded stretch is where a lot of mechanical tension and growth stimulus come from on preacher curls. I like to take 3 to 4 seconds on the way down, then curl back up and really squeeze at the top. For sets and reps, I usually go 3 sets of 8 to 12 per arm. Choose a weight that you can fully control. If you're rushing the negative or lose contact with the pad, it's too heavy. Stay strict, own the eccentric, and let your biceps do all of the work. So far, we've hit the short head and the long head of the biceps. And now it's time to grow those neglected muscles with the second exercise, hammer curls. This one is a staple if your goal is bigger arms overall, not just bigger bicep peaks. I'm doing dumbbell hammer curls with both arms at the same time, keeping the movement controlled but not obsessing over being perfectly strict. The neutral grip shifts a lot of the work onto the brachialis and forearms, which is huge for adding overall arm thickness. If you want arms that look dense and wide, not just peaked, this movement does a lot of that work. Form still matters, but I'm okay with a little momentum, especially as the set gets harder. The key is that the momentum helps you start the rep, it doesn't take over the whole movement. Your elbows stay close, your torso stays mostly still, and the arms are still doing the work. Because hammer curls don't give you a massive stretch, I put a lot of focus on the squeeze at the top. Curl the dumbbells up, bring them under control, and actively contract the arms for a brief pause before lowering. I still slow down the eccentric. Even if there's a touch of momentum on the way up, the way down is controlled. Resist the drop, keep tension on the arms, and make every rep count. For sets and reps, I like 3 sets of 8 to 12. Choose a weight that challenges you, but still lets you control the top and the negative. A little momentum is fine, losing tension completely isn't. Stay honest with it, squeeze hard, and let this exercise build that forearm and arm thickness most people are missing. So, between preacher curls and hammer curls, you're hitting everything that matters. You've got the long head and short head of the biceps, plus the brachialis and coracobrachialis, all working to build real arm size. This is what I've found has worked really well for me. Nothing fancy, just the basics done properly, with control, intent, and enough load to actually grow. If you're looking to build bigger, fuller arms, not just chasing a big peak, the combo of these exercises cover all you need. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you found something useful in this video, and I'll catch you next time.